Hello, viewers, and welcome to this edition of Sensor 360 Investor. Today, we're going to focus in on the markets by virtue of taking a look at the leaders of the rally and those stocks that have been performing well year to date as well. And the topic is markets and leaders. Quick word about the disclaimer, please pause to read, continue. Thank you. Okay, just a reminder about market tops. So within the canceling world, we look at a few things. One is distribution days and what the count of those are. So they're not elevated right now. Abnormal behavior in leading stocks. So this is where we start to see late stage basis and poor structures and bad behavior, personality changes and so forth. And finally, low quality stocks leading the market. This is where we start to see stocks that should not be leading start to lead, and lower quality merchandise starts to bubble up, which means that the market is in not a healthy state and what doesn't have the momentum to the upside. Okay, so with that reminder, let's take a look at some of the leaders that are in place right now and see what they're doing. Okay, so let's begin with a quick look at the broad market in this from the lens of the S&P 500. This is a weekly chart, so we can see that the S&P 500 is continuing up. We have a nice uptrend through here. It'll pause, it'll break, and then a continuation. And so right now, as we look at it, Monday afternoon on July 15th, which is the first day of this bar here, we're still seeing a nice strong uptrend, no weakness here to see. If we look at the equal weighted index, so this one slightly different picture. Instead of that upward trend that we were seeing, it's flattened sideways. So that means that the not everything in the broad market is participating to the upside, and some stocks are doing the heavier, more fair share of heavier lifting. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000, which is a broad basket of stocks. And we can see that after a little sideways consolidation, this is actually broken to the upside. So we've got probably a nice little momentum move. And that could also be money rotating out of the S&P 500 into the small stocks. And then let's take a look at the broader NASDAQ. And we can see that the NASDAQ is very similar to the S&P 500. We have a nice uptrend through here, it'll pause, and continuation of momentum to the upside. And so again, not really seeing anything unhealthy. We did have a kind of reversal week here and a little bit of reversal week there. Didn't make much price progress that week, and it did come down, and it was on higher volume than the previous week, but an average volume. So this week here may have given us a little pause for thought. So we'll have to watch how this week goes. And what we want to see the markets do is new price to discovery above the prior week. Okay, so all in all, markets look fairly strong. And that being said, so let's take a look at the leaders. And I've selected leaders that are either leaders of the current rally that started back in May, and or leaders that have been leading for the year to date, and or leaders that have been exhibiting outperformance on a couple of different measures. Okay, so let's start with Insmed, and we can see that pretty much here's the May line. It's a nice big gap up and a very strong move to the upside. So no worries on this one. Moving on to Credo Technology Group, again, nice strong move, uptrend here onto Longboard Pharmaceuticals. So year to date had a nice big move, and since then, after consolidation, it's showing strength, continuation. Another one that's strongly up. This is Avidity Biosciences and Dyne Therapeutics, strong move up. And here we have Lantheus Holdings, which is something we've seen before. A little bit of a choppy history over here, but since the rally and since the beginning of the year, it's put in a strong performance. In fact, year to date, it's already doubled at 100%. That's a triple. Camtech, we can see a strong, smooth uptrend. Then we have Cirrus Logic, bit of a volatile bar today for the week, but pretty strong uptrend all the way prior to that. Corbus Pharmaceuticals. So the year to date, this is up huge, but it's coming off very low numbers from penny stock status to where it's at. In fact, year to date, it's well over 800%. And then we have Dutch Brothers Insurance. Since the rally, set a smart move up. Vital Farms, you can see it's at a, since the rally, set a nice move up. It's just been consolidating a little bit over here. So this is starting to show maybe pullback level of action. So this one can be watched, see if it changes behavior. Miriam Pharmaceuticals, as you can see, since the uptrend, strong move up. RXO, which is trucking. This is a fairly new issue. You can see a little pullback consolidation through here, gap up, then strong move to the upside, follow through. And the AGO Pharmaceuticals up smartly for since the rally. Year to date, it's already up 100%. And then we have Protagonist Therapeutics, year to date 60%, strong move from the rally. Nvidia Corporation, year to date 159%, continued uptrend from the follow through day. I'm not from the uptrend rally. And then we get to Tutorini, year to date 180%, strong move up. Celestica, year to date 111%. We can see a strong continued uptrend. MicroStrategy, year to date up 162%. Hasn't done a lot since the May rally, kind of very stagnant. On to FTI Aviation, year to date, this one's up 119%, and we can see a very strong and linear move up. And as with Abercrombie, strong both from a year to date 10 since the rally. On to Root, this is strong from the year to date position. It's about even on the since the rally. Mirrors Biotech, this one is had a nice little move since the rally. Not a lot, but it's up 32%, and then year to date, it's up over 100%. On to Sweet Green Inc., which is year to date up over 100%, but underwater since the rally began, so not as good. And then Carver Group, which is up year to date, it's up over 100% and pretty strong since the rally began, giving up a little bit last week though. Still up 18% since the rally. Carvana is year-to-date up under 69% and a bit more flattish since the rally. Looks good. Uplovian year-to-date up 121%. Not a lot up since the rally. Edgewise Therapeutics year-to-date up 104% and marginally up since the rally began. And then on to SMCI, which is year-to-date is up to over 200% and flat since the rally began. Still in its consolidation. Looks like it's actually putting in the bottom of a base. We'll have to wait and see which way that pans out. So that may still be an opportunity weeks ahead. CleanSpark is up 69% year to date and flat on the rally, hasn't done a lot. Aspan is up about 72% year to date and flattish on the rally. Vistra Corp is up 124%, and another one that's kind of flattish since the rally began. Praxis Precision Medicines year-to-date up 133%, but slightly flat to under since the rally began. Vertiv Holdings is up strong year-to-date 83% and just below flat since the rally began. Vera was up 138% year-to-date, but it's negative since the rally began. It's kind of in a decline, a little bit of a decline at the moment off the recent highs. And then Viking Therapeutics is up well over 200%, 220% since the year to date. However, it's negative since the rally day, building a base though. This one is wide and loose all over the map. DJT happens to be Trump Media and Technology Group Corp. Janix Therapeutics is up on the year to date 305%, but it's coming off a low base below $10, and it's pulled back since the in the rally, but it's kind of base forming. And then on to Gola, strong move year to date, 51%, and even stronger performance since the rally. Wixcom, which is software, and this one is 34% up since the year to date, and it's up since the rally. Bluebird Corporation is up 87%, and it's also up since the rally, although it looks like it's forming a base. And then we have Corning, which is up 50%, and it's also up since the rally day. And we'll finish off on this one, which is it's up about 32%. So all in all, we are still seeing strong momentum. We're seeing in some stocks, we're seeing a little bifurcation where the stocks are up strong year to date. So they have that performance from the beginning of the year, but they haven't really participated in the rally since May. Some are base building, which eliminates them from that concern. Others are in short term or early declines. So we want to watch those to see if they build up into bigger declines, and if those then bases start to fail, and if there's a loss of momentum in the ones that have been performing well. So as of today, we can conclude reasonably that there's still some oomph in this market to the upside, and we continue to keep our exposures and continue to trade in a favorable market space. Okay, so that's a review of the leaders. So next up, continue to watch your market exposure. Keep an eye out on the distribution day counts and any news related volatility that may probably emerge as we get further into the July months, and then traditionally August September starts to weaken seasonally anyway. But all in all, based on what we're seeing, based on the momentum of these stocks and how they're holding up as of this week, as of today, it things look more on the being the optimist camp than in the pessimist camp. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hopefully you found it useful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on the next video next time. Goodbye.